Hi, so this is part 2 of things you should and should not bring abroad, and this is going to be what you should not bring. So the first thing that you should not bring any of is toiletries. I thought that Europe was not going to have any of the products that I use on a daily basis, but they do. They have the big name toothpaste brands, and I use Olaplex to wash my hair, and I thought they wouldn't have it here, but they do. It's at Sephora, and it's actually cheaper here than in the US. They have Dove products, they have makeup wipes, they obviously have tampons. I don't know why anyone told me that I needed to bring so many. But toiletries took up so much space in my bag, and it would have been so much easier just to buy them here. So the next thing is school supplies, which they obviously have here. So I knew people who did bring school supplies, and it took up so much space in their luggage, and they obviously have notebooks, pens, scotch tape, everything here. So the only thing that is slightly different about their school supplies are the notebooks are lined differently. This kind of looks like grid paper, and these have multiple lines, but they work just the same. So the next thing is lots of shoes. I definitely recommend just picking a few of your favorites. You're going to be walking a lot, so I definitely recommend bringing sneakers. So I have these, they're the Converse Runstar Hikes, and I'm obsessed with them. They're so comfortable and they look cute. So I brought 3 pairs of sneakers, 2 pairs of booties, and a pair of sandals, and I've been just fine. Like I said in the video of what you should bring, you're probably never going to be wearing heels, but I did need a pair for Milan Fashion Week, so I went to Zara and just bought a cheap pair. And if you do need flip-flops, you can find them here for super cheap. I got mine at Primark for $3 here, and I'm probably just going to donate them at the end. So this is absolutely something you should not bring. Do not bring any type of blow dryer, or especially the Revlon blow dryer. The voltage in the outlets here in Europe is a lot higher than in the US, so if you bring your Revlon and use it, it's going to break it. My roommate brought her Revlon and it broke within 30 seconds of using it. And most bathrooms in Europe have these hair dryers attached to the wall. They work just fine, but if you do need a hair dryer, you can buy a cheap one here, and it's a lot less expensive than having to replace your normal one. The next thing is your whole wardrobe, especially not sweatshirts and sweatpants. So they dress a lot less casual in Europe than in the US, so I only wear the few sweatshirts and sweatpants that I brought in my apartment. And as for your whole wardrobe, definitely do not bring everything. You're going to have extremely limited space to store your clothes abroad. And finally, don't bring anything for laundry. You can find laundry detergent here just like you can find toiletries, and you're most likely not going to have a dryer. In Europe, electricity is super expensive, so most likely the place you live is not going to have a dryer, and you're just going to use either a clothing rack or a clothing line outside. So you're absolutely not going to need dryer sheets. That's everything, but if you want to hear more things that you should and should not bring abroad, just let me know.